Good morning, everyone. I will be reading from Nehemiah chapter 4, and it speaks about the defense against a conspiracy. But it came to pass that when Shabalat heard that we builded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. And he spake before his brethren and the army of Samaria, and said, What do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stone out of the heap of the rubbish which are burnt? Now Tobiah the Ammonite was by him, and he said, Even that which they built, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone wall. Hear, O our God, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their own heads, and give them for a prey in the land of captivity. And cover not their iniquity, and let not their sin be blotted out from before thee. For they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. So built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof. For the people had a mind to work. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the wall of Jerusalem were made up, and that the breaches began to be stopped, then they were very wroth, and conspired all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem, and to hinder it. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God, and set a watch against them day and night because of them. And Judah said, The strength of the barriers of burden is decayed, and there is much rubbish, so that we are not able to build a wall. And our adversaries said, They shall not know neither see till we come in the midst among them, and slay them, and cause the work to cease. And it came to pass that when the Jews which dwell by them came, they said unto us 10 times, From all places whence ye shall return unto us, they will be upon you. Therefore set I in the lower places behind the wall, and on the higher places I even set the people after their families, with their swords, their spear, and their bows. And I looked and rose up, and said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, Be not ye afraid of them. Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. And it came to pass, when our enemies heard it, it was known unto us, and God had brought their counsel to naught. And we returned, all of us, to the wall, every one unto his work. And it came to pass from that time forth, that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both the spear, the shield, and the bows. And the Habagians and the rulers were behind all the house of Judah, they which build on the wall, and they that are burdened with those that laid with those. And again, I'm going to read 17. It says, They which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens with those that laded, every one with one of his hands wrought in the work, and with the other hand held a weapon. For the builders, every one had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And I said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, The work is great and large, and we are separated upon the wall, one far from another. In what place therefore ye hear the sound of the trumpet, Restore ye thither unto us. So God shall fight for us. So we labored in the work, and half of them held the spear from the rising of the morning till the stars appear. Likewise, at the same time said I unto the people, let everyone with his servants lodge with Jerusalem, that in the night they may be guarded to us and labor on the day. So neither I, nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of the guard which followed me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that everyone put them off for washing. So this morning I want to speak about our God shall fight for us, right? And it speaks about when our work is good, when our work for God is genuinely undertaken in faith and humility in order to bring God glory, to advance his kingdom using the weapon of the Spirit. When it speak about it in 2 Colossians 10:4, we can be assured that no matter how great the difficulties, God will fight for us. And it also speaks about turn their reproach upon their own heads. So Nehemiah's prayer against the enemy was motivated by his faith in God and his love for God's work and people. And it speaks about this in Jeremiah 18:23 and Revelation 6:10. It is always right to pray that God will oppose his enemies and turn back the hearts of those who are trying to destroy his work or harm his children. And it also speaks about Sanballat mocked the Jews. And it says the enemies of the small remnant of Jews opposed the rebuilding of the wall of Jerusalem. Nehemiah and the people encountered ridicule, which was in verse 1-6, the threat of force, discouragement, and fear. The chapter reveals how opposition to the work of God can be overcome. Ridicule was overcome by prayer and determination. The threat of force was overcome by prayer and pursued security. Discouragement and fear were overcome by faith of godly leaders, their encouragement, and their preparation to resist the enemy. So this morning, God is saying that whatever you are doing, if you're feeling like you're being discouraged or you're having fear, just know that with prayer and determination, you will become victorious and you'll be able to resist the enemy. And the enemy, basically, they would be put to shame. Because whatever you're doing for God and people is like, oh, why is she doing that? Why is she doing this? Why all of a sudden this? Why all of a sudden that? Listen, your relationship with God is what's true and just. Don't let nobody come and tell you, oh, you can't do this. You're not ordained to do this. You can't do this. Once God speaks to your heart, do not be discouraged. Like he said, you'll be ridiculed, and the ridicule was overcome by prayer and determination. So God bless, love, peace to all. And remember, like, share, and subscribe for more kingdom content. Thank you, Almighty God, for your word this morning. Thank you for keeping me steadfast in prayer and for having your determination spirit to keep going. Because I know the enemy is out there and they're upset that I'm doing what I'm doing. And they're like, oh, why is she doing that? She's not ordained. Are you guys ordained? Because a lot of time God has called his chosen ones. And sometimes people just run in church because someone else went in church. That wasn't my calling. My calling, he called me. I didn't run in church. So to God be the glory, great things he has done. And do not let anybody ridicule you. Make sure you go in prayer and keep that determination of faith. God bless and love you all.